Welcome to the stream anyways, man. Forgive me for the slow pace. I'm taking the time to actually do the much needed fixes. Well, not fixes, but organizing, if you will. I've been remodeling since the last episode took a break. And now I gotta do more organizing. Starting with these districts. Highway maintenance. I actually need to go back to see if I ran into any more congestion issues. Yes, indeed. But the larger and larger you get, honestly, the districts help, especially if you need to micromanage the traffic, if you will, or anything else for that matter. The larger you get, the more elaborate your highway system's gonna have to become, and you're gonna need to build extra support. So knowing what's what and where certain things are being affected, you might know exactly how to fix it right off the bat without having to do a lot of research. So honestly, I recommend taking the time really uh, to really label all of your districts in different sections. I think I spoke about that in the last episode too. So whenever you actually get the chance, take the time to actually do this kind of work. It helps you late game. Season 1, we talk all about this, and we do a lot of experimenting in Season 1 throughout a couple of those episodes too. So I would highly recommend that whenever you get the chance to, and I honestly, I couldn't point you to what episode exactly. A lot of these episodes, especially in episode 1, I was just doing I'm not in episode 1. A lot of these episodes in the first season, I was doing a lot of experimenting and a lot of testing with the different games. So with the different systems. So we did a lot of labeling as well. The zoning overlay, of course. Let me give you a better run through of that too. The entire county the entire county, of course, is separated by the highway system, and it's got different cities going off of them. Some of these cities have just commercial zones in them. Some of the cities are just residential for the most part, or mostly residential. It depends on on the area that they're at. And they have their own corresponding city services as well. A lot of these names I do have to go through and make sure that I rename them at the same time. That's why I'm going through that now. Oops, there we go. Service districts usually have a lot of your city services type buildings out there. So your police, your health, your medical, death care, University of Science, University. We put the science building in there as well. Towngate Village, as you can see, it's mostly residential, but also you have just a couple of shops there for them at the same time. Most of the stores that are here are located out in downtown. Dell Fresh Farms, that's a clean industry, so it's okay to capitalize on that land right there and put it so close to the residential. Only thing we really have to worry about is noise pollution. Noise pollution. County government offices. Shire is mostly residential. Nothing really out here besides businesses, offices. That's because this is our transportation area. I need to finish labeling that off too. St. Eustace City. This actually has a nice little format. It's not too bad. Kind of like it. And then they do have their own personal shopping district, if you will. And I actually logged on and just noticed that. I mean, I noticed the update that they just released for this, but I did not get the chance to actually read up on it. But they put out some nice little decorative things. These rocks here, things like that. They added a couple of other things too, so it's actually not too bad. It's pretty cool. Joe, you always pop on this. You always hit my streams whenever you're pooping. This is like the third time so it's gonna be like gold to find whenever you pop in on one of these freaking episodes, because I couldn't tell you exactly where the heck they are throughout all these seasons, but this is like the third or fourth time you've done that. Stupid. That's our timing. It takes two for that one. You didn't have to press the button. I didn't have to start this stream. It takes two to tango. That's both our fault. But it's golden. Because when we go back and start looking at these, I'm going to point out every single time. These need to finish. Nice one. So I'm not getting that much of demand for stores anymore, so I'm guessing it's time to put down industry instead of offices now, because we're not getting any cries for stores, and all of downtown I think is finished upgrading. Indeed it is. But I need this to look nicer. See what happens when we put some stores along here. I mean, not stores, some offices. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, but I don't have any. Yeah, we'll see how that looks later. Until the paper doesn't smell? Wait a minute. So are you smelling the paper afterward? Is that what you're telling me? You're smelling the paper during? You better not be smelling that paper. Alright, so I need another industrial zone. So, let's see. Farming, forestry, and I think... Can we handle more imports? Because I know for a fact, yeah, a lot of this traffic is composed of those imports right now. I don't think pulling more trucks in on that is going to be smart. So this one seems clean enough. Gate Zeta. Yeah, this is fine. We can use this. Alright, let's see. Oopsie. The new R6 game. Oh, Rainbow Six? I have not, and I have been thinking of starting a season 1 of that. Thought about it, but I didn't. Hey Joe, if you're down, cause I know we haven't played any shooters in a minute. We have like nothing in common. I was thinking about that today. We have nothing in common as of lately that we've been playing together. Um, but if you're down, I'm down to check that out. The new stuff. On Rainbow Six. The PvP mode. I think that's what you're probably getting at. But I'm down to do that and down to start a season for that too. I thought he already had it. To be honest. I really thought he already had it. But I'm down to start a season with that. If you guys wanna definitely play, we can definitely run that. Surviving Mars? I don't think I've heard of it, but I would probably play it. Sounds interesting. I'll give it a look at least. Oh, and Joe, I looked at Bloodborne, and there's no way, hell no, no way, I am not playing that. I'm sorry, I'm calling it right now. I am a punk. Nope. I was getting ready to watch the trailer, and I saw a little image of some looking ghoul looking thing, and I said, nope, I quit. Nope, I'm not even gonna download it. Not happening. Cause it's probably got some creepy ass goblins. Not goblins. I'm not scared of goblins, but ghouly demons and ghosts and stuff, and I'm not. Okay, well, actually, I play a lot of games, so I'm killing stuff like that. Okay, but it looks too freaking legit for me to touch. Oh wait, what? Co-op? Really? On the new Rainbow Six mode? That's tight. Pick one defense operator on the team and 3 complete objectives. Messed up town. Huh? That's kind of tight. kind of like that. And I don't know. I can't. I don't know. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know if I can dabble in that. Ah, one more block. Alright, that's done. That's at 2. I'm probably gonna need more than this, but we'll see. Run that. This already doesn't look good. Why? Oh, wait, that's perfect. Sweet. Oh, wait, I don't want it to touch that. Nope. Yep. Might as well have that go across. Wait, Project Chimera for our site. Yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna play. I'm definitely gonna play Rainbow Six. Actually, whenever you get on, I am down. Just whenever you get on. And I forget when your Friday is, so whenever your Friday comes around, just let me know, and then we'll actually do that. Cause I want to get season 1 started for that, or at least something. Cause we don't have anything in common that we're playing, and that is that's getting old now. It's getting annoying. Call of Duty needs to redeem itself and give us something good again. Where am I going with this? I hope this works. I mean, it's gonna work, but goodness gracious. I think we'll do this little bit because I don't want to overdo it. The amount of imports coming in from here is gonna be insane, but hopefully we can handle it. At least it'll spark our commercial demand, which in turn means we're gonna actually need some more residential, so I'm gonna have to get another city starting on the plans. Warflame, yes. Smite, maybe. I might try Smart. Oh, Hardline. Oh my gosh, I forgot about Hardline. That makes perfect sense. Hardline too. We should definitely mess with that. Let's mess with Rainbow Six first. Nope, screw it. Oops. Oops. I already have 2. So I have Emerson. Let's do Come on, Tinker. Think. Think. I don't like none of those names. We'll come back to that. Yep, that's the one. 7 Days to Die. I think Chris brought 7 Days. The Bravo team is a VR co-op. Might get 4 points. Wait a minute, do you have VR? Because I have my VR. Do you have VR? Why do I think you do, don't you? I forgot about that. That'd be interesting too. Forgot I have Farpoint. Alright, let's do this one first. So we'll get Garland in on exports, and then Highland and Diamonds will... Highland and like Diamond are actually going to be imports, which is going to cause a little bit of traffic, but hopefully that should satisfy our commercial demand. But I need residential. I'm going to need to start a new city soon. Running out of space. You know what? Don't do that. You know what? Where is that thing at? Oh, this one. Colossal order done. Word, the aquarium. I want money, so because I need to do a lot of testing, and I need to do a lot of playing around really quick. Oh, hey, what's up, new trainee? Welcome back to the stream. Aquarium. Drop this. Drop this. Drop this. Drop this. Drop this. Drop this. Ho! Haha, you fit in here. I can dig that. Posh Mall. Come on. I know you can. Oh! I accept. Yeah, I just built it. Update already. Oh my goodness. Update. We have actually. I'm sorry. Come on. Why is this not working? I just built it. Was that not it? Oh. Whoops. No, it wasn't it. This is the posh mall. Stupid. I'm sorry. Let me get to your question here. I don't like none of this places. Come on. Okay, so currently, what we are trying to accomplish is putting down the Hadron Collider. I could really use the boost in income because of the. I'm on the verge of maybe 1.5, 2 more episodes. I'll be just out of mid game and into late game. So I'm looking for a big. And space is getting tight, so I need more income than I actually have right now, or that I'm actually using. And I'm at a pretty decent spot to where I can go ahead and spark a nice increase to my income using the Hadron Collider. So I want to put that down, and then actually I'll explain where we were earlier and where we are now. 7 Days to Die, we'll see. Building survival game. Why do I feel like Chris has that? And I took a look at it, but I'll take another look at it again. Because I definitely want to build. That is very true. That's why I'm a fan of Ark. I don't know where to put this thing. Not really okay with it being in there. Grand library, which means we can run this over here. So earlier today, I'm sorry, 1 second. Alright, earlier today, a lot of the issues that I was having was really coming with traffic. The last episode that I was doing, I think it was episode 5, don't quote me on that, but the very last episode before this, I was dealing with a couple of traffic issues, and getting people in and out of downtown as efficiently as possible. Um, every now and again, I'm still running into an issue with downtown. Eventually, I feel like I'm gonna have to remodel my on and off ramps, how I'm doing that whole strategy over there. But downtown is really my main focus in trying to expand that. But actually, now at this hour mark, I'm just about done with the downtown area. They're pretty satisfied in terms of demand. I'll give you a quick look over there in just a moment. So I'm trying to now focus off of that and focus on trying to maximize my pockets for right now, because I'm gonna have to I'm going to have to upgrade my highway system, um, because of the first little edits that I did. Where is it at? Over here, adding this uh, this third lane on that side, that right side. This is already telling me that eventually I'm going to need to upgrade the rest of my interstate. If I just have these little patches of extra support, it just doesn't work. It can throw off something else on the other side of the map. Um, and I really don't want to do that. So if I start upgrading one thing I'm gonna have to upgrade down the entire that entire section of the interstate for that highway. But in order for me to do that and to play around, I need money to really be able to play with those roads and find out what works, and to sit and actually have time to study it. Because if I start trying to upgrade and I can't keep up with any issues that the county starts to have, while I'm playing around with roads, then obviously I'm gonna end up failing. The Hadron Collider will actually give us uh, county-wide. It maxes out, I think, everybody's education level throughout the entire county. Handles all those education needs, and in return, all of the residential areas actually increase at least one level. Yeah, they should increase one level, upgrade one level, which means they can hold more households. That's an extra boost to population that will get over time. I do believe that the value of that building itself goes up um, as well. So it does hit our pockets pretty nicely, and I'm getting ready to show you here in just a moment. As soon as I make sure I can get some extra population zoned in for the increase, and actually put the area to where we're actually going to put the hadron collider itself. And I don't mind actually putting it over here. I need the Grand Library, was it? I still have to put down the rest of the monuments as well, but I think I'm almost done with all the required monuments. Oh, what? Oh, sad face. Ha! Sweet. Okay, Grand Library. Why is this the best place to put the collider? Yeah, actually, yes, it'll be distributed actually throughout the entire county. People will just travel here. That's one thing I am gonna have to keep in mind, that people are gonna actually have to travel over to it to actually get their benefit. And now that I say that, this is not the best place to put this. Great question. No, this is not the best place to actually put this. So, I should actually, if possible, drop it over here. This would actually be better because it these roads are hardly even used. So if anything, if a major source of something to cause traffic to come to it, different vehicles to come to it, this will be a prime location. I mean, it's right up against a neighborhood which is pretty nice. St. Eustile, I actually like this area. But yeah, this would be better. This was a no-no. That was a good call. We ready for it yet? Statue of shopping. Where can I drop that? Nope. I don't mind somewhere over here, out of the way. Nope, right on the corner. I don't want stores there anyways. Um, I actually think we're still fine with the income part. Now, at night, we're always going to lose money because a lot of the stores still are not 24 hour. They're not a 24-hour district for, what is it, leisure? Leisure, I think it's called. Yeah. So a lot of our districts are not specified for that. So when night rolls around, they definitely close down is when we start seeing our negative in our pockets. But I do believe during the day we're still gaining a lot more. So we actually don't have to really worry about our negative too much. How did this happen? I don't like that. Man, please stop. That works. Now what? Theater wonders. Where is the where where would that be? Oh, yeah. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna drop you because I can still move you afterwards, but I'm not gonna have you come over here. Set up a district out this way for that. Come on, come on. Okay, so Hadron Collider. We're about to drop this, and hopefully this will actually give us a large increase to our income. There are actually better options, and a lot of the better options are just making proper schooling districts within a good distance of each other. I would say whenever you're planning out your city, you definitely need to know where your schools are going to be at. Um, Having them on almost every other corner isn't so bad, especially when you're dealing with elementary type school. Because they don't hold that many classrooms, and you actually want them as near as possible for traveling sakes, um, if you will, as near as possible to the rest of your residential areas. So, I mean, even out here in my city, there I'm surrounded by on every block there is an elementary school, I think a junior high school, a high school right there, and I think another elementary school. I mean, but it serves the area very well. Um, it's able to actually take up as much, you know, as many students as possible within the surrounding neighborhoods. Um, let me actually see if I can show you a couple of mine. They work all right for where I've placed them. Here's the coverage area for, wow, East Shire has nothing next to it. Garland and Grove, and every time you put down one of the schools, it serves the area differently. It covers the area differently, and that does how efficient that actually is does depend on your roads as well. If you have just one really long street, it's going to be hard for that school that's placed out on the corner or out on the boulevard or avenue to really cover deep uh, inside of that neighborhood, if you will, all the way down that street. So it's going to be quite an issue. Um, High school, yeah, East and West Shire, I completely skipped out on, and so I have over here too. So, so give me 1 second here. Let me drop this. Okay. You said power energy issues. So to be honest, I don't think we're actually facing any power energy issues. Uh, the way that I do my power actually depends on the region itself. Each one is unique, to be honest, um, and they're planned out differently. But I do try to go for the most uh, powerful, if you can, in terms of energy output, um, and try to save up, my bucks for that specifically. Um, we've got a if we got a lot of upgrading going on because of that hadron collider. So that's gonna actually showing. It's gonna start showing in our pockets around morning, I think. Um, but as far as power goes, uh, normally in the industrial areas is where we tend to keep a lot of our electricity producing facilities, if you will, for lack of a better word term. Um, but as you can see, I've put the what is it, the nuclear facility? Yeah, oh, nuclear power plant. Yeah, I've gone ahead and put one right out here next to the business plaza. This is okay to actually put out here. These people have no problem with it whatsoever. But then again, it's office building, so uh, why not? It's not necessarily residential. Um, Now, in some scenarios, I have used just a simple, quick um, jump, if you will, with the power lines over to the corresponding neighborhood or to the corresponding city, if you will, across the highway. Um, because if everything is actually planned out, all the buildings, if you will, are all planned out well, and you don't actually need to build power lines all the time, then I mean you can really stop yourself from having to do stretches of power all the darn time if everything is actually built next to each other. The only time you really need to do a jump is if you need something from here to here. But there's no real power issues really. Power grid is perfectly fine. Spaced out away from residential, so on and so forth, the basics. On what kind of model your city design? Oh, this is definitely my own custom design, but that you know what, that is a good question. All of this is my own custom design. But let me show you what is not of my own custom design, but kinda is. Bear with me one moment here. I need to load up a different map, and I hope and pray it is actually still here. I'm gonna actually show you what is not of my own custom design that I have actually done and tested out in season 1 of doing this, and it worked out absolutely fantastic, and it's my favorite design to actually do. Is this here? I think this is it. My apologies for the blue screening. What you're about to see is definitely not my own custom design, but I think it's the most brilliant idea I've ever seen, and I actually love using it. This is my version of the High Five interstate based on highway. The High Five interstate system based off. It's based off the one in what in Texas, United States. Um, it's just about connection toward the actual model, just about maybe plus or minus some edits that I might have done as I was playing throughout the game. But this model I have used as in the very first season um, that I ran, and it allowed me to expand my county beyond what I thought I would actually be able to accomplish. It's been absolutely fantastic. But this, when I can actually do this again properly, I haven't for some reason had the patience to do this again. But I need another county to where I'm using this as my base floor plan for the rest of the county. And when you can do this, when you can use this model and use it as the exoskeleton for your county and your city, I mean, you can expand just beautifully off the system. Texas, I think, has displayed um, a legit display of power, if you will, in terms of what they can accomplish in holding volumes of traffic, volumes of products sitting on their roads or going in and out of their roads as efficiently as possible. They're really thinking in the long run. Off of this system alone, they're already doing so much construction already all the freaking time. So I would have to say in the next, if the country is still doing well, 20, 30 years, they're gonna sprawl off of this system alone. A lot of their smaller cities now are going to be huge. I mean, just huge, because they can handle the amount of the volume of vehicles necessary to really build at a rapid pace, to get certain services in and out, large population volumes in and out efficiently without any problems. um, this this is my favorite system. This is definitely my most favorite system, and I wish I had the save file for season one still for this, but I do not. It's an absolute phenomenal design. Downright my favorite design. And this taught, when I was building this and looking at the video, this taught me a lot of things that I try to practice now in episodes. This design taught me a lot. I'll show you another design that I tried to do off the basic interstates blueprints that they give you, or layouts that they give you. I tried to go off that a little bit with plus or minus a couple of edits of my own, I think. I haven't visited this county in a long time. The last time I remember, I was dealing with a large death wave issue. Um, but as you can see, as the later on you get, and the more growth you get, the more your interstate has to expand. Your highways have to expand. They have to get better. They have to get more elaborate, more efficient, longer, bigger. I mean, just the works. They have to be able to hold such high volumes of traffic, and that is very key to rising. And yeah, I still saved it here when I'm dealing with that death issue for some reason. This was actually a pretty fun map as I was playing it, to be honest. I wasn't sure if I was actually gonna even get this far, but it was a very good ride, I have to say. This was a pretty good season. I think it's somewhere stuck within the first season. I need to separate the two. This map taught me quite a few things too. That's just basically the Hadron Collider. This map was the first time I actually tried to do a park of my own custom design. It's whatever for this map. Skyline National Park. The further and further I went, the more and more elaborate I had to get with the highway system. And even still, you still run into some kind of traffic issues here and there that most likely can be fixed, but you definitely learn a lot as time goes by. Massive train yard. I think I was finishing some kind of experiment, or that death wave was affecting things differently. Oh yeah, that's right, I did have these go right up under for an exit too. I forgot I did that method. That was actually that worked out pretty well. Trains all locked up. Oh man. Product coming in and out. This was a huge project. I forgot about this one. The highway neural network. It's the international airport here. Well, first of all, I appreciate the compliment. Thank you very much. I'm honored for such a compliment. Um, and I believe one of my subscribers did tell me to actually uh, do one of those. What? I put all these buses in and didn't name them? Oh, terrible. It's a no-no in my book. I was not paying attention. But yeah, I agree. I do think I should probably do that because somebody has asked that I do that as well. Um, the one thing that I have to try and consider or worry about is the fact of that this is just straight live, so there's no real editing so much to it, and I don't really have any editing type of materials. Um, uh, I think the YouTube creator allows you to do certain kind of edits, but I haven't explored it so much. So what I'll do is maybe sometime this weekend, or if possible by the weekend, I will try to see if I can get one or two videos up of different kind of tutorials, if you will. Um, I'll try, and I'll try to keep them down to a very short time too. So I might have to test a little bit and see if it'll actually work or not. But I'll give it a shot this weekend. I'll give it a shot this weekend. Okay, I will. I'll try to. I know I can work that out somehow. So I'm going to try and actually. I'm gonna try to do that. I'll see how I can work that out. What is this? I don't think I remember this project. What freaking time is it? Okay. What is this place? Oh, I think I. Wait. Do I remember this? A lot of these maps that I don't really have any real footage of were a lot of me doing live testing of certain layouts and stuff like that. So these last couple of videos, or some of these videos that you're seeing, especially this one, were projects that I was using to test out certain builds and layout formats. And then as you can see, I start hitting certain points, like you have like that massive spike down there for industry, and then businesses closing and whatnot. Yeah, this was definitely a test map. Me figuring out more ways to work the game, or how the game is going and whatnot, fixing it. Yeah, that's probably how they are. And these are all honestly, a lot of these I will definitely try to do that. A lot of these are off of my own custom design. The way that I feel that it works best. That is a lot of industry on that side. Not a bad layout though. It's kind of neat. This is one of the neatest ones that I've done. Yeah, it's neat. And what I mean by neat is it doesn't really have patches of. I mean, the industry is clearly sectioned out residential clearly sectioned out. This is not bad. I can't believe I stopped on this one. How did I not know that? I don't know. I just didn't remember. I think this was getting ready to be another city or something. This had to have been. Okay. Well, I don't know. But hey, we are at a minute. I mean, an hour and 32 minutes. I don't want to have to go too much more into this episode. Wow, I even have 10 mil in the bank. What? I'm about to take a look at this map again. What? Okay, that's tight. Not bad. Um. So thanks a lot, everybody, for watching. I really appreciate it. Do please remember to subscribe and share, tell all your friends, join in the live streams. Special shout out to New Trainee again. Thanks a lot for coming through. Thanks a lot, Joe for coming through too. Appreciate all of you guys. So until next time, I will definitely see you guys later, and I will definitely try to get that. Wow, that industry is nice. This is a very neat map. This was neatly done. Wow. I would definitely try to get those small videos up for you, tutorial videos. Not bad.